Greeting to everybody out there at Xavier Institute of Management, Bhubaneswar, all the students out there and everybody that's attending this event. My name is Rajiv Makhni and I'll start off with a heartfelt apology. The apology is because I really wanted to be there with all of you, not through this video, but live with all of you at the same time. Unfortunately, I tried my best, but I couldn't do it. At the same time as you're having this event and you're watching me here, I'm going to be on a flight out of the country for an event. So unfortunately, maybe we will try next time, but I couldn't make it this time. Let's start off with what really I'm trying to do with this video. As you can see, the topic I'm going to talk about is harnessing the power of digital media for business. Now, the digital media in itself, the two words that you put it together, the phrase is a very, very powerful one. Why is that? Because if you put it all together, it's the greatest holy grail that almost everybody seems to be wanting to harness. The potential, the power of this is huge, and people say you can change the very business you're in. I'll start off with a few pitfalls also. Do remember, irrespective of you all are studying at an institute which is teaching you management, you will be future managers, some of you will go on to become CEOs. Do remember the one rule that applies right now. Irrespective of the business that you go into, you're first in the business of technology, and digital media has become that huge platform by which you can reach out to customers and everybody else. Whether you're B2B, B2C, or whatever other jargon you want to throw in, it doesn't matter. Digital media will be the shaper of the future. Now let's get down to what is really digital media all about and where can the problems be. There are many ways to reach out to people. Digital becomes the most powerful way to do it, but there are huge pitfalls. Let's talk about one of the most exciting things that's happened in digital media as a first example. In mobile advertising. Now, no device in the world has ever sold 2 billion devices at the same time. The smartphone and the mobile phone has. Think about it, even when there were no smartphones and mobile phones and the biggest technology innovation was a radio, even then 2 billion radios have never sold. But smartphones and mobile phones, feature phones put together in the last year, 2 billion of them sold at the same time. That is an incredible statistic. 2 billion people got a device that people can reach out to. Add that on to already the people that already have phones. It's an amazing big crowd of people. And in mobile advertising, we're supposed to change all that. There are big companies that are doing it right. But the biggest problem is that this business suffers from the 99-1 rule. 99% of people do not like the fact that they have to actually go through an advertisement in the middle of what they're doing, an app, a service, a game. And the 1% that are okay with it are not getting the kind of ads that they actually want to see. The sourcing of that ad is completely and totally wrong. So who's really making money off that? Well, the service is great, but the digital analytics is very poor. What do you really get? In the middle of a game, you get something which has nothing to do with you as a person. You could be a guy and you're getting lingerie ads. I mean, exactly what you're going to do with it other than maybe buy it for your girlfriends, which is a good idea in case any of you are thinking about doing that right now. But it's really also terrible advertising because they're not targeting the group that can actually buy. In fact, the really big problem with digital media is that at this present moment in mobile advertising is spawning another huge business. If you've ever played Angry Birds or Candy Crush or any of these other games, or used an app in which they were advertising and you moved from freemium, which means they gave you the app but they ran ads in the middle of it, and you moved to premium. Why did you do it? Because you wanted to get rid of those pesky ads that were coming in the middle. That's digital media. And what did you do? You paid money to get rid of it. Well, that's just the start. Let's explore this even more. Let's take a look. About 10 years back, when digital media and advertising was supposed to be, like I said, the holy grail, people said in these 10 years, 50% of advertising will move there. What's happened till now? About 12% is digital. The rest continues to be the same traditional old. That's 88%. It took 10 years to reach to 12%. Yes, the escalation is very fast now, but it'll still take some more time. But look at the fact that how have the old traditional media responded to this. At the present moment, which is the greatest publication company in the world, it's still Time Inc. Who's really still doing great with ratings and getting huge numbers? It's still television, not necessarily only online. And who's doing great with child entertainment and things for children? It's still Disney, but it's still their movies and other things which children have to experience, not necessarily Disney.com or their online world. So what is wrong with digital media? The problem is people are executing it old style. That means you're looking at how you did traditional advertising and you're trying to do the same thing online and with digital. What's the worst thing that you can go about when you're doing your social activities? Isn't the worst thing that you go at that time and you experience and you truly hate is an advertisement? When you're communicating with friends, we're in the middle of social networking between friends and family. It's an intrusion if digital media advertisers come and try and take that space. That's, I think, the biggest problem. The second, of course, is we all believe that big data, the kind of data that is being collected by companies to make digital media more fruitful, more intelligent, more customized for you, is the big game changer. But big data has another huge, big problem, and that is people feel their privacy and an intrusion into their privacy will happen. Why would you want to let every person online, the big corporations and these advertising companies, know so much about you? Why do you want to be targeted by advertising by them? Today, if you actually have an airline ticket that has come into Google Mail, that airline ticket, if you open your email again and that flight is about to take off, you don't even have to do anything about it. It'll give you an update. Sounds amazing, but do you realize how much of intrusion it is? That means there are bots that are reading your Gmail at any given time. So digital media is supposed to be the holy grail. It will, but at this present moment, it is completely handicapped by a lot of things. Old school thinking, traditional execution, the fact that people think it's an intrusion into their privacy, their security is being given up, and I think most importantly, the scare of the future is completely destroying this entire thing. I'll end now with some quick points as to what I believe will be the future of digital media and how it will be successful. So let's get started. These are my thoughts on how digital media can become a true platform to launch the next big thing. First and foremost, think of customers. You as managers, when you go out to the world, think of customers not as customers, but people that you interact with for a two-way relationship. That becomes the most important. Don't just keep asking of them, and don't keep only sending them things which is information and ads. Do add more value to it. If somebody's bought something, do talk to that person about the experience that they've had. Don't just ask for a review which you post out there and ask for a rating. There should be a second interaction, interaction even before the person writes a review. These people can then become your brand ambassadors. Imagine a whole army of them going out there and saying, this brand really took care of me. I bought a product and I immediately got a response saying, I hope you bought something from our company. I hope you're satisfied. Here's my number. Here's my name. Do reach out to me if there's anything that you really want that we can help you with. That is setting true digital media interactivity. The second one that I think is very, very important is focus. Big data analytics, you'll hear a lot about this in the next few years, is amazing and dangerous. People will not want to give you all their data. Thus, there should be a system where I choose what data I want to share with you as a company. If I do choose to share it, that means I'm a very interested customer. I want you to analyze what I'm doing, and I want you to feed me information as to what happens after that. What do I get from you? This two-way interaction is the most important thing that can work in digital media. The third, of course, is stop thinking traditional. You're not to bombard people with an ad. In a newspaper, if you give a full-page ad, well, you've done it once and I can skip it. I look at it, not interested, I move on. But if you're going to do something with me every single day, 3 times a day, maybe twice in an hour, and it's the same advertisement from which I get literally nothing, that is truly unintelligent use of a fantastic platform. I'm going to end by saying this. At the end of the day, digital media is nothing but true human interaction. It is a two-way street that can be used. Harness the potential by thinking about what can I give, and I'm not only taking. I'm not only going to hit them with advertising and I get nothing in return. I just want them to buy my product. If you truly want to be a master of digital media, a manager that knows what it's all about, harness all the ways to reach out, but reach out and also do a two-way interaction. That, I think, is the big platform that you will all be embarking on in this journey of life, where you will become managers and CEOs. The minute you can start a two-way dialogue with your customer through digital media, that will be the success. That's how you harness the potential of digital media. Hopefully, some of what I said made sense to you and you did learn something from this entire exercise of trying to talk to you. The ironical part, of course, is that this is not a two-way conversation, so I will try my best next year to come there and live up to my words, which means I'll come there and we'll have a two-way dialogue where I'll have spoken and then we'll open to questions. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.